You, the cleaning lady. If you can translate this, I'll put this entire company in your name.
That's what Leonardo said, letting out a loud laugh in front of the entire board. 10 lawyers sitting at the table looking at Clara with the bucket in her hand and the cleaning uniform. She had just said she could translate the contract. Nobody believed her. One of the lawyers whispered to the other, "She can barely speak English properly." Leonardo pointed at the door and said, "Go back to mopping the floor and leave the grown-up work to the adults." Clara didn't move. Clara is 26 years old. She works as a cleaning lady at this law firm in Manhattan. She gets there every day at 5 in the morning, mops the floor, empties the trash, organizes the rooms. 1 week before this meeting, Clara was wiping down Leonardo's office when his phone rang. He answered it screaming it was about a contract with Chinese investors. $60 million, the biggest deal in the firm's history. 2 days later, the official translator resigned, left without notice. Leonardo had his secretary call every translation agency in New York. None of them had a legal Mandarin translator available. Leonardo tried to get his own lawyers to solve it. One used an online translator. The translation came out with serious errors. Another called a Mandarin professor at the university. She said she didn't understand anything about legal language. Leonardo called a contact in Washington. The guy asked for $70,000 and a 3-day deadline. The meeting was that afternoon with 2 hours left. The Chinese investors sent an email confirming they would be there at 3. Leonardo called his partner, begging for help. The partner said that if the deal wasn't closed that day, the Chinese would sign with another firm. Leonardo walked into the conference room with his hands shaking, threw the papers on the table and shouted, "Can anyone here translate this contract? You're all useless. Incompetence." Total silence. Clara was in the corner cleaning the bookshelf. She looked at the documents. She recognized the characters. She put down the cloth and said, "Sir, sorry to intrude, but I can translate this." Leonardo turned slowly, looked at the bucket, the uniform, the cloth, let out the laugh and said that line. Clara didn't laugh. She looked at him firmly, pulled out a chair, sat at the conference table, and picked up the first page. "If you want to see me translating, like and subscribe. Comment part 2.